All right, welcome back. I'm Joseph Gumbert. I've scored a 1590 on the SAT, including an 800 math score multiple times. And this is a topic that historically has come up somewhat frequently on the SAT. And that being said, it's one that the vast majority of students, over 99%, either have never seen or won't remember when they take the test. So definitely stick around to see this one. It says in triangle HKL above, angle K is a right angle. So we have a right angle here. Point P lies on line HL, and it doesn't really tell us where on line HL, so we can maybe guesstimate in a second. What is the value of the difference of the cosine of HKP and sine of PKL? So they didn't really specify where point P is, so we'll just kind of, just for visualization's sake, we'll kind of maybe put it somewhere like that. And so we have sort of this going on where, let's say we have angle X here and we have angle Y here, but we don't really know what the value of either is, right? And this is going to relate to properties of complementary angles. So a complementary angle is basically when uh, two angles are complementary when they add together to equal 90 degrees, right? And so just to illustrate, I'm going to use a different triangle. I'm going to use just like a quick 3, 4, 5 triangle really fast, just to illustrate what's going on here. But any kind of right triangle would work for the illustration process. Let's say if I had the sine of x in this case is equal to 3/5, the cosine of y is also equal to 3/5, right? And that's because the sine of x is the opposite over the hypotenuse. The cosine of y is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So you can see how these are equal to each other. Similarly, if I had the sine of y, that's equal to 4/5. That's because, again, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. The cosine of x then is also equal to 4/5. And that's because cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? And if you weren't sure about the adjacents or the opposites, or whatever, just I would recommend looking up SOHCAHTOA. Now, with that out of the way, then, something that we can say here about this triangle is that x plus y is equal to 90 degrees, right? And so basically, a property of complementary angles is that the sine of one angle is always equal to the cosine of the other. So that would be like sine of 20 degrees is equal to the cosine of 70 degrees. And that's because 20 plus 70 is 90, right? Or the sine of 30 degrees is equal to the cosine of 60 degrees, and that's because 30 plus 60 is equal to 90. And so in this case, we also have complementary angles. We have x plus y is equal to 90. And so what would be the difference between cosine of HKP, so basically cosine of x in this case, right? And then the sine of PKL, which would be the sine of y in this case, right? And so this would just equal 0 because the cosine of x would equal the sine of y. Now, if you liked videos like this and you want a quick refresher on really advanced topics that come up on that second module of math, or you would like some fresh exposure to some of the more difficult questions you might see there, definitely check out the 750 to 800 advanced level math playlists that'll be linked on the right. Or if you look at my other playlists, maybe also the 700, 750 playlists or whatever it might be. But I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this helpful and you want to see more videos like this in the future. Have a great day. Bye.